The Cancer new moon is our time in the astrological year where we get a little bit of a break. Think of it as a bathroom break on a really long road trip. You pull over to stretch your legs, you nourish yourself with a snack, and you look at the beautiful scenery at the outlook spot in which you chose to pull over in. So are you curious how this new moon is going to make you and the people you're in relationship with feel? Well then, let's get into it. Welcome back, my Astro family. We are diving in today on the new moon in Cancer. I love this new moon of the year because I am a Cancer moon, so it puts me in the feels. Have you been feeling a little moody lately? Well, no wonder. We're in Cancer sun season, so we're all feeling a little crabby, a little temperamental, but this new moon is an opportunity for us to not only nourish ourselves and nurture our soul, but also get in touch with our emotional needs and set some new intentions that will move us forward into the rest of the astrological year. It's like being on that road trip I mentioned in the intro and understanding that you still have a really long way to go. You get on a road trip and you're like, we're going to make it there in record time. And then about 3-4 hours into the road trip, you're getting cranky. The people you're road tripping with are irritable, and you realize you still have a really long way to go. And this road trip is not going to be any fun if everyone is cranky and crabby, so you decide to pull over and take a break. Cancer sun season allows us to do that in the astrological year. It is the 4th sun season. It is our first water sun season. And so it gives us a chance to pull over, slow down again, set some new intentions, redirect our emotions, and then understand that we still have 8 more astrological sun seasons to go until the end of the year. And so let's nourish ourselves at this time. We're going to break it all down in this video. If you're new to me, hi, I'm Mandy Rose. I'm a relational astrologer, which essentially means that when I'm talking about the current cosmic weather in these videos, I am doing it from the lens and the perspective of ultimately trying to help you have better relationships, because you understand why you may be feeling the way that you're feeling and why the people around you may be a little crabby or moody, especially around this new moon in Cancer. So we're going to navigate all of that today. Make sure you grab your birth chart, as I'll be giving you the degree points. We'll be pulling up the chart of the new moon so you can look to see if any of the planets in the sky around this lunation are impacting you specifically based on your birth chart. I will, of course, be doing the rising sign breakdown at the end of the video, but don't skip ahead to that because you definitely want to know some of the fun facts. I love to do my fun fact portion of all my videos, and that is where we talk about what makes this new moon in Cancer unique to 2024. Because, of course, we have a new moon in Cancer every single year, but every year it is different based on where the planets are in the sky during that new moon. So we'll be going through all of that, and of course, I will give you some rituals and activities that you can do around the time of this new moon to maximize and work with this energy. And as we move into this new moon, we do have to understand that we've been through a lot of astrological alignments just a few days right before this new moon. We'll break that down when we get to the specifics, but just know that we've had some shifts and changes in the cosmos. We've had Saturn go retrograde, Neptune is now retrograde as of the 2nd of July, just a few days before this new moon. We also had some other astrological aspects happening around the 2nd and the 3rd. And of course, on the 4th of July, we had the solar return chart of the United States leading us into the upcoming year within the United States. So we'll talk a little bit more about that in just a second. But just know that at the time of a Cancer new moon, we are in our feels. We are tending to our emotions. We are recognizing what's coming up, and we are realizing that in order for us to process our emotions and to feel our emotions, we have to feel safe. The energy of Cancer is all about safety. It is symbolized by the crab that brings its shell with it wherever it goes. So if it's uncomfortable, it tucks itself back into its shell, its safe space. And so the new moon in Cancer is a beautiful opportunity for you to not only set intentions around the rest of the astrological year, the rest of the road trip we're going to go on, but it's an opportunity for you to set new intentions around home, family, all the things that Cancer rules, and more specifically, setting new intentions to create safety in your life by mothering yourself and nurturing yourself. And why do I say all of that? Well, let's dive in first a little bit into Cancer energy, understanding that each of our zodiac signs are energies, they're lenses, they're vibes, they're perspectives. And when we have a new moon, we are getting a new opportunity to move through that energy. And so Cancer energy, like I mentioned, is water. When we deal with water, it is intuitive, it is calming, it is soothing. And when we deal with Cancer specifically, when we think of water, I like to think of it as waves. It's very nostalgic. The Cancer energy loves looking at the past and the nostalgia and the things from our childhood. And so it's like the waves, that come in, and it's like the whoosh, that beautiful sound that like soothes our soul when we hear it. And it's also that energy of reminding us that our emotions will come and go. They will ebb and flow like the tides, like the waves. And so when we have these emotions that we're feeling, we have to understand that they won't last forever. Cancer sun season reminds us because it's ruled by the moon, and the moon is the fastest moving celestial body to us here on Earth, meaning every 2 to 3 days, the moon is in a new zodiac sign, aka a new energy. And this is why they say that if you need to make a decision, you should wait 2 days, because you may feel different in a couple days because the moon is going to be in a different energy, and therefore your feelings are going to change. And so Cancer sun season symbolizes that energy. When we're also talking the energy around this new moon, Cancer is receptive, right? It's intuitive and it's waiting to respond. It's a little bit more passive. It's in that feminine energy of like, I'm just going to wait and see what happens, right? And I'm just going to walk sideways like the crab, right? I'm going to sidestep a little bit. I'm going to check it out, but I'm always going to make sure that like my eyes are forward. It's instinctual, but it's receptive. And so at the new moon in Cancer, we want to get into our feminine energy. We want to be able to receive. We want to be in flow. We want to allow. That's the beautiful way to harness this new moon energy, because the sun is going to be ruled by the moon, and the moon is involved. So it's a double lunation energy. And of course, when we think of Cancer, like I mentioned, it's home and family, it's our childhood, it's the past, it's our emotional safety and security. It deals a lot with ancestral issues, past life family members, people that, are maternal figures in our life, like mothers, grandmothers, caretakers, mentors. It's that energy of mothering ourselves, making sure that we are nourished and we are cared for. It's the energy of creating a sanctuary or a safe space in your life, whether that's in your home or within your family or your friends. And also it does rule over property and real estate. So these are all areas of life that you can set new intentions on when it comes to this new moon energy. Now, specifically around this new moon, let's talk about the basics so you know when it's happening, you know how to best prepare. We're going to pull up the chart here. This new moon in Cancer is happening on the 5th of July, right at the beginning of the month, the day after the 4th. So it coincides with, like I mentioned, the solar return chart of the United States, and new beginnings, and new fresh starts, Cancer, maternal, female figures. So we love this energy. Check your birth chart to see if you have any planets at 14 degrees. That's going to be where the sun and the moon are. And we can see that Venus is still right next door at 22 degrees, still in the zodiac energy of Cancer as well. And this new moon is going to be exact at 6:57 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So go ahead and adjust that for your time zone. Now, before we get into the specifics and talk more about this chart, let's do my favorite part of each video, my 5 fun facts. But today I only have 3 for you, keeping it simple in the name of Cancer sun season. We're just going to be in flow. So the first fun fact about the new moon in Cancer that is unique to 2024 is that at the time of the new moon, it will be at 14 degrees of Cancer, and it is square the north and the south node, meaning that at this time, we are in the middle, smack dab in the middle of our eclipse seasons, the eclipse portals. So the north node is at 10 degrees of Aries, the south node at 10 degrees of Libra. When we had our last eclipse cycle, remember that was at the end of March into early April. We had that new moon total solar eclipse in the zodiac energy of Aries, where the sun and the moon were. And now at the time of this new moon in Cancer, it is 4 sun seasons later, and now the sun and the moon are in Cancer, squaring the north node, squaring the south node. So what does this mean? This means it's a check-in. What in your life was being rearranged? What new opportunities, what new things were happening? What new downloads, what new realizations, what new decisions were you making back during the eclipse season in April that you are having to now take action and move forward on in your life? And how far have you come? Because right now we are taking a break, right? We pulled over from our long road trip, from all the things we want to do and accomplish and change in our life, and saying, let's stop, pause, and reflect how far we've already come. And let's look at, are we still on track? Aries North Node for all of us right now is about focusing our eyes on the prize of our life. We are the main character. What do we want? What are our needs? What are our desires? And the South Node in Libra is saying, hey, cut out the people pleasing, cut out toxic relationships, let go of caring about the opinions of others. Don't worry about their backyard, clean up your own backyard. So have you been doing that? How far have you come down the road from that eclipse season in preparation for the next upcoming eclipse season, which is literally just around the corner? It starts in September, right at the beginning of September, and will last us through the middle of October. So we have to prepare. This new moon is an opportunity to set new intentions, to get further along, to figure out how we can nourish ourselves and nurture ourselves so that we can keep going down the road and not be cranky and crabby while we go. So that is a big energy here. Now, the second fun fact about this new moon in Cancer is that it's a double lunar energy. What does this mean? Well, the sun, wherever it is in the sky during a new or full moon, is going to be ruled by the moon. What does this mean? Well, it means that every time we do a new and full moon video, you know what we do? We always look at the landlord of the zodiac sign that the moon is present in. So for example, in our last video, it was the full moon in Capricorn. The landlord of Capricorn is Saturn. So Saturn was the ruler of the full moon in Capricorn. He will also be the ruler of the second full moon in Capricorn happening later on this month. So when it comes to Cancer, the ruler of Cancer, the landlord, if you will, is the moon. And the moon is at home here. So it's that double lunar energy where the sun is in Cancer, ruled by the moon, and the moon is at home and they're conjunct together. So the sun almost has this lunar moon energy to it, creating that double lunar energy. Well, what does that mean? Well, the moon is intuitive, right? It is guiding us through our feeling, through our instincts, through our emotional body. And so this new moon is going to heighten those aspects of ourselves and allow us to make decisions and to manifest from a place of feminine receptive energy. We are in a vibration around the new moon in Cancer to call in our intentions in a very beautiful way because we're more willing to be open and receptive and allow our feelings to guide us. The challenge, however, is making sure that how you feel is what you want to feel. So having some sort of emotional intelligence. And now those full moons in Capricorn, those are the lessons. So hopefully you learned it 2 weeks ago at the full moon in Capricorn, or if you're watching this before the new moon in Cancer, keep learning that lesson. Keep working on your emotional compass, your emotional regulation, your emotional intelligence, so that when we get to this new moon in Cancer with the double lunar energy, you are feeling good and you are processing your emotions in a healthy way. And most importantly, you have a safe space to feel your emotions because that's the Cancer energy. Now, the third fun fact about this new moon in Cancer that makes it unique to 2024 is it happens on the 5th of July, meaning the 4th of July is the dark moon phase right before the new moon, and that is America's solar return. The United States was founded on the 4th of July. We celebrate its birthday every year with fireworks and hot dogs and burgers and friends and family. And so this year, the United States solar return chart has this new moon in Cancer energy infused into it. This is beautiful and exciting because new moons are new beginnings and new fresh starts based on Cancer, the maternal energy, the maternal figures, being in flow, following our intuition, trusting our gut, and allowing ourselves to be in a more safe space and calling in things and adding those things into the country and creating safety and protection like a mother would. So this would be really interesting energy that's going to play out for the entire year within the United States solar return chart, and that doesn't happen every single year. So those are my 3 fun facts. I'm sorry I don't have 5 for you today, but I will give you another random fun fact, and we'll talk about the tea that I'm sipping today. You can probably guess what it is. It's the Cancer Season Blend. You can see it's this beautiful red color because it has hibiscus in it. Whenever I go to markets or I do tea ceremonies, the Cancer Season Blend is my favorite one to make. It's what everyone loves to sip on. It is very nourishing for the body. It's nourishing for the female body specifically because it has red raspberry leaves in it. It has hibiscus, which has a high mineral content. It has chamomile, which soothes our soul. And it also has the beetroot powder in it, which makes it very nourishing for our kidneys and our adrenals. And I love to brew it hot, but then I will make it into an iced tea and put it in the fridge. It is so refreshing during the Cancer sun season. Here in the Northern Hemisphere, it is the summer, so it's a perfect summer iced tea blend. It is a beautiful complement to drink around the time of this new moon and incorporate into your rituals and your activities, which we'll get into in just a second, but let's dive into the specific. Let's pull up the chart. You grab out your birth chart, take some notes, and let's see what's going on in the cosmos as we move into this new moon energy. Like I mentioned, we had a lot of things going on around the 2nd and the 3rd leading us up to this new moon. So let's break it all down, understand what the lesson is and how we're supposed to be setting our intentions around this new moon in Cancer. First things first, you know what we do. We find the sun, we find the moon, see what they're doing at this time and what planets are nearby. Sun and moon at 14 degrees of Cancer and Venus right next door at 22 degrees. Now, I do want to point out that the sun, again, is square the north and the south nodes. So we can see the north node in Aries, 10 degrees, the south node in Libra at 10 degrees. Also check your birth chart to see if you have any planets around those degree points. That means the lunar nodes, the north node of destiny and the south node of karma and past life is crossing over those areas of your birth chart, meaning those areas of your life are getting some fated rearranging, some soul alignment. And now we have the sun heating that up, right? The sun in a square is going to give its energy to change. Squares are tension points, squares force change, and the sun is going to heat that up and illuminate us to make sure that we are still on track with focusing our eyes on the prize. The north node, our north star, is right now in the Aries area of your life. That was very obvious around the time of the eclipses. So whatever was going on in your life on April 8th during that new moon total solar eclipse, your eyes were definitely going to be focusing in on the Aries area of your life because it was very fated for you to do so at this time. But now as the energies have shifted and we've made it 4 sun seasons later, maybe you've had your eye not so much on that prize and you've been focusing your energy elsewhere. And so at this new moon, we are asked to tap into how we're feeling, right? Are we still nourishing ourselves and are we still on track with what we're supposed to be adding and doing and focusing on in the Aries area of our life? And with the moon being here as well in a square to the north and the south node, that is following your gut, trusting your instincts. That is creating safety in your life, right? We are on a road trip with a long way to go. And you got to make sure your tires are at the right pressure. We got to make sure we got gas in the car. We got to make sure we got a cooler and a first aid kit and snacks. That is this energy. So we feel safe enough to continue driving down the road. So we're having this mid-eclipse season check-in at this time. And then, of course, we also have Venus right next door. Venus has been in Cancer now all the way since June 17th. And she's only going to be here for another few days until July 11th. So for now, this area of life where we're setting this new intention, the Cancer area of your life, also has the blessings of Venus. So we have an opportunity right now at this new moon to set intentions that make our life more beautiful, that make it more pleasurable, that bring more fun into this area of our life, to improve the relationships in this area of life as Venus is here helping out at the time of this new moon. So making sure that your intentions that you're setting and what you're trying to call in specifically for your rising sign, and we'll get to that in just a moment, incorporates and adds in more beauty and pleasure into your life. And it's also a great opportunity to call in some financial abundance as well, because Venus rules over our money, our finances, our material possessions, the things that we value and the things that we love. So we do have the support of that at this time. Now, like I mentioned, a couple days before this new moon on July 2nd, we had a lot of astrological weather events going on all at the same time. And one of those was Neptune going retrograde. So now when we look at Neptune and Saturn, both in the zodiac energy of Pisces, they're now retrograde, teaching us lessons, giving us a course correction, a chance to review what we need to be doing in the Pisces area of our life. And Pisces is a fellow water energy, so it's in a trine to Cancer. Venus is in a trine to Saturn almost specific to the degree that happened on the 2nd. And so it's this supportive energy of, are we in flow? Are we doing what we need to do, right? Neptune retrograde is us facing reality, facing the truth. The rose-colored glasses are off. And we have Venus involved here. So it is about our relationships. Are we really addressing how we feel about the people in our life? Or are the people in our life not making us feel safe and secure? Are they not nourishing us? Are we neglecting our own nourishment and nurturing ourselves because we're doing too much for other people, right? In a square to the South Node in Libra, the karmic patterns we're trying to break away from. And so this energy of Saturn and Neptune at this time are saying, hey, we got to face the truth. We got to face reality. We got to honor how we feel. We have to create more safety. Yes, it might be hard. It might be challenging, but we need to do it. We need to be mature. We need to be responsible, and we need to move forward in a way with people and in our environment that nourishes us and makes us feel safe. So this is powerful energy. Now on the 3rd, we had a really powerful alignment with Mercury now in Leo opposing Pluto. So we're just coming off of this energy a few days later, and that could have been some sort of message or conversation or information or announcement, Mercury, all the communication energy, opposing Pluto, that caused change, that caused transformation, that forced us to say, hey, wait a second, I don't like where this is going. This needs to end. This needs to break in some massive way. Pluto does bring destruction, but he forces us to say, hey, you can let that go. You can let it die. And then you can plant new seeds and have this rebirth, this renewal energy. We can regenerate ourselves. And so maybe there was a really crazy conversation or news that you heard in relationships. Maybe someone revealed something from you, right? Pluto loves to dig skeletons out of the closet. He is retrograde as well. So we have 3 planets retrograde at this time. And Pluto is like unearthing things, right? He's going back in time. He's going back to old things. And he's like, we are opening the closet, dusting off the skeletons. We are lifting the rug up and seeing what we shoved underneath it. Like, we are going to go to the end of the universe. We're going to go all the way to the bottom of the root system, and we're going to unearth and reveal things. And Mercury opposite that was like, holy moly, like someone just revealed their secret to you. Someone told you something. This news came, it jolted you forward. And now the new moon is like, well, how do we feel about that, right? Gut feeling. How do we feel? Does that make me feel safe? And now what do I need to do to change in my relationships? And it might be hard, and I have to be responsible, and we got to move forward. And we do have a lot of pretty life-changing astrological weather events coming up here in the upcoming next 2 weeks before the full moon in Capricorn. And one of them is Mars conjuncting Uranus. We can see here in the chart that Mars is inching closer and closer to Uranus. And Mars being the warrior, the fighter, the one that's going to take action, that's going to move us forward, make decisions. And Uranus is the liberator. He is the rebel, the revolutionary, the one that is willing to choose change for us, because we don't like to choose it for ourselves. And that's happening on the 15th. So it's not that far off, about 10 days away. And as these energies get closer and closer together in Taurus, the area of the sky that Venus rules, we can expect some sort of change, some disruption, like a dam is breaking, a quaking of the earth of sorts. And that changes our life forever moving forward. And it's something that's been needing to happen. This isn't new. It could be sudden, but it's something that's been brewing for a while. And so this new moon, again, is calling us back to nourishing ourselves so that when we get back in the car and we drive on this road of life, we are fed, we've had a bathroom break, we've enjoyed some scenery, we've put ourselves in a better mood so that another 10 miles down the road, if we get a flat tire and we're on the side of the highway, we're not starving, we don't have to pee, and we're not already in a bad mood. Because those cosmic weather events are yet to come. And so we have to make sure at this new moon that we are feeling good, that we are nourished, that we are ready to handle anything that can throw us out of our emotional alignment of what feels best for us. So this is a little bit of a preview of what's going on, but I think you get the message. I think you get the vibe. We'll break it more down in your rising sign forecast, but just know that this portion of the video is designed to help you understand what is going on collectively. Why are people around you acting the way that they are? Why are they responding the way that they are? Why are people moody and crabby and in their feels? Why is there shocking news coming out? Why are people focused on their safety or what makes them feel good? It's because this new moon in Cancer energy has everyone in their feels. So give people grace, give them patience, help them understand, send them this video. I'd be honored if you did that. My whole goal and mission is to help people have better relationships. because they understand themselves and why they're feeling the way that they're feeling. And they're able to grow and expand and move forward in alignment with the cosmos and their unique soul's blueprint, their birth chart, and also teach other people and help other people make sense of their chaos. So thank you so much for being here with me. I really, really appreciate it. If you're new here, please subscribe, hang out with us, and share this video with anyone you think would benefit from understanding what is going on at the new moon in Cancer at this time. I'm going to leave you with some rituals and activities that you can do around the time of this new moon, remembering that this new moon can be felt for 3 days before up to 3 days after. So yes, you may already be feeling it around the 4th of July or the 2nd of July when we have a lot of those other astro weather events going on that I mentioned. And of course, if you don't catch this in time for the new moon in Cancer, you still got time all the way up until the 8th. So do some of these rituals and activities to work with this energy. So the first thing I would do around the time of this new moon in Cancer, and it's something I already put on my calendar, is plan a family get together. Now for me, my family lives all over the world, in Germany, Wisconsin, and other parts of the country, and we're going to just do a family Zoom. And we love doing this. We get together, we play games together, we catch up on life. We just have 2 hours where we just laugh and joke. Cancer rules the family. It's nostalgia. It's talking about the past. It's sharing pictures that you dug up out of your photo albums. So get together with your family. And family can be friends. It can be neighbors that have become family. Anyone in your life that makes you feel safe and that you have a good time with. And the second thing I would do around the time of this new moon in Cancer is create a sanctuary in your home. Make it a safe space. Make it beautiful. Make it pleasurable. Make a place in your home that is just for you, that you can go and feel and process your emotions in. So maybe it's a little corner of your bedroom where you put like a little furry rug and your favorite candle and your astrology journal or other tools that you use when you're not feeling the best. Or maybe it's a whole separate room that you use. Maybe it's your backyard and you liven up your backyard with some fresh plants. Make your home beautiful. Create a little sanctuary in your home. This is absolutely beautiful at the new moon to set these new intentions and to call in more nourishment into your life. And the third thing I'm going to challenge you to do around the time of this new moon in Cancer, because it rules so much of our emotions and helping us tap into how we feel, is express your emotions and feelings to someone that is a safe space for you. So maybe it is going to a therapist. Maybe you haven't been to therapy in a while. This is a great time to pick it up and start over again. Or maybe it's sharing with a friend something in your life that's been weighing heavy on your heart. Or maybe you need to tell your partner or the person you are with romantically how you're feeling about them. And so let me just give you a little statement that you can use, just saying, I'm feeling blank about blank. So I'm feeling frustrated with my work right now. And then elaborate if you feel like it, but just sharing your feelings and practicing this is so important for us all on earth right now, collectively, where we're sharing so much of our opinions and what we think and our judgments and maybe negative things that maybe we need to share more about how we feel. Open our hearts, or allow ourselves to be vulnerable. We connect with each other based on these vulnerabilities, right? That is like Brene Brown's whole thing, connecting through vulnerability. So share your heart with someone, share your feelings. More than likely, the people around you are probably feeling similar things, and that allows you to connect a little bit deeper with them. So with all of that, again, thank you so much for being here. As a fellow Cancer moon, I am so in my feels during this season. I am just flowing with it. I am rolling with it. I'm going to really honor myself around the time of this new moon. So let me know how you're feeling. How's Cancer sun season treating you? How are you doing on your goals? We are halfway through 2024. So checking in with yourself, shout yourself out. Let us know what you've already accomplished this year and what you still want to accomplish by the end of this year. That is something we did at the full moon in Capricorn Moon Circle. Every single month over on Telegram, we have a private channel. It's called the Astro Weather Report, where I send out daily voice memos to help you navigate the day ahead. I do education and trainings and channeled messages. And every month I do new and full moon ceremonies that we host on Zoom together. And this last one for the full moon in Capricorn, we shouted out our success, what we've already accomplished. And it was so fun because to us, it may have seemed like no big deal, but when we shared what we accomplished so far this year, to see the reactions of our other Astro family members, it was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that was a big deal. And we were really cheerleading and shouting each other out. So it was such a beautiful energy, a beautiful vibe. So we would love to do the same for you. What have you already accomplished in 2024, big or small? Let us know, and we will shout you out and share in your joy, because sometimes we have to pull over and look at the beautiful scenery of where we stopped stopped and parked and how far we've already come to build up the momentum to get back in the car and keep driving to our destination. Let's dive into the rising sign forecast. Let's see in your life where you can set some new intentions. And don't forget, I use whole sign systems. So the best way to do it is by checking your rising sign. That is going to be most accurate with the way that I channel the messages and share the astrology for you specifically. So let's get into it. Aries risings, this new moon in Cancer is happening in your 4th house. And with Cancer sun season ruling this area of your life, this is giving you a spotlight, an opportunity to showcase your energy on your home and on your family. So if there was ever a new moon ritual that you should be doing, Aries risings, it should definitely be getting together with your friends, with your family at the time of this new moon. Maybe it's setting a new intention to get together with your family more. Maybe you start the first ever family reunion and you commit in the future to doing them more often. Maybe there's a new intention you need to set around your home life. Maybe it's getting off your phone or leaving work at a certain time and making sure you have family time every single night. Maybe it's going to travel to see family around the time of this new moon, or maybe you're welcoming in a new family member. So if you are, let us know in the comments below. That is so exciting. This is also an opportunity to set new intentions around your home life. So are you needing to do some projects around your home? Are you need to do some renovations? Are you wanting to sell your home and get ready to sell it? Are you maybe thinking of moving to a new home and you maybe need to hire a realtor at this time? Or maybe you need to go look at homes in other neighborhoods or other states and just see what's even out there. So beautiful time to set new intentions around this area of your life. Remember that this new moon in Cancer is all about your feelings. So checking in with yourself, nourishing yourself at home. You may want to be, a little bit more of a hermit at this time and just be at home in your safe space, but nourish yourself in a really healthy way and allow yourself to express your feelings to your family members, letting them know what you're going through because that is your safe space. So I'm going to send you so much love and light, Aries risings, and I'll catch you in the next video. Taurus risings, this new moon in Cancer is happening in your 3rd house. So we are setting new intentions, we're checking in with how we're feeling, and we're allowing ourselves to create safety and stability in the 3rd house. The 3rd house is the house of our mind. So right now it is checking in with how you feel in correlation to your mindset. Is the thoughts that you're thinking, is the words that you're speaking making you feel good or not? This is a big energy here right now. And it also rules over your siblings. And so Cancer rules family. The 3rd house is your siblings. So maybe you need to travel to see your siblings. Maybe you need to set a new intention on calling your siblings more regularly. Maybe you need to share your feelings or emotions with a sibling, letting them know how you feel about them, or maybe something that you need to work through at this time because it is a new moon. It's an opportunity to set a new energy in motion within that relationship. The 3rd house also rules over connections, socializing, neighborhoods, your neighbors. So also a great time to set up a block party to get together with your neighbors, my Taurus risings, or even an opportunity for you to go to new networking events, to set new intentions around meeting people that feel safe, that nourish your soul, that nourish your spirit, that help you move ahead in life in certain ways. So just making sure at the time of this new moon, you are checking in with your mental health, you are asking yourself where you need to nourish yourself, and making sure you're feeling your feelings and sharing it with the people in your life that feel like family. And for some of you who desire to be thought leaders, writers, bloggers, speakers, podcasters, anyone that teaches and educates, this is a beautiful opportunity to set that intention in motion, launch that podcast, launch that book, apply to be a teacher or a mentor of some sort. Maybe you want to learn something new. So a great new moon to download a course or to sign up for classes. It's all about learning in your mind here as well. So use the energy of this new moon to move forward and keep on going through the road trip of your life. Gemini risings, this new moon in Cancer is a great one for you because it's your money moon of the year. So if you've been craving more income, a certain material possession, acquiring some resources, this is the new moon to set that intention in motion. It is in Cancer, so it's being receptive, it's being open, it's being in flow. It's allowing yourself to feel as if you've already received the goodness in your financial sector of life. So set those new intentions, making sure you're checking in with your budget. How's your budget making you feel? If it's not making you feel good, it's time to change and rearrange. Have a new pattern, a new way of budgeting. Set a new routine up around your budgeting. It's also that energy of a new income stream. So maybe you check in with yourself, your intuition, your gut, and saying, you know what? This doesn't feel good how I'm making money. Maybe I don't want commission. Maybe I want to set salary. Maybe I want to have another new stream of income that's following my passions and what I love to do. Maybe you need to step into your mothering energy to make more income, because Gemini risings, for you to make money best, you need to be in the Cancer energy. You need to be in a receptive mode. You need to be in that motherly, nurturing energy, counseling people, giving them advice, helping them with their life, supporting them, not in a these are the rules, this is the structure paternal way. No, that's Capricorn. You're meant to do it in the maternal way, creating a safe space for people, for them to grow, to help them through their failures. This is the best way for you to earn income. And maybe you do need to go into like a mentor or counseling kind of role, a supportive role for someone else in your life. This is how you're going to make some money, set some new intentions around this time, and call in that material possession. Let us know in the comments below if there is something specific you are wanting to acquire. Is it a new bag? Is it a new car? Is it, a resource of sorts? Let us know so we can help you in setting that intention at this time. So my Gemini risings, send you so much love and light at this new moon in Cancer. I'll catch you in the next video. Cancer risings, what an exciting new moon of the year. This is your new moon of the year happening in your first house. So that means not only do you get a chance to set new intentions in your first house, all about you, but when we have a new moon in our first house, we can set new intentions anywhere in our life, because it really is all about you. What are your needs? What are your wants? What are your desires? What do you want to go for? What is that end dream that you want to accomplish? This is your new, fresh beginning, new moon, new you. This is a glow up energy. So a perfect new moon to come out with a new identity, a new avatar, a new haircut, a new style, to change your social media handles or the pictures on your profile, anything that you want to do to show up in the world in a new version of yourself, starting new habits, starting new routines, starting that glow up, starting the, 75 hard challenge. Like, this is a beautiful new moon to set new intentions in the way in which you are going to be seen, the way in which you are desiring to move forward in your life. I love this new moon for you. Now, making sure you check in with your feels, because Cancer risings, you lead with your feelings. You are such a nurturing and supportive person, especially when someone first meets you. You feel like a safe space to people right away. You can be very maternal, very feminine, very soft, very delicate. So making sure that you are protecting your feelings, you're protecting your energetic body, making sure that at this time you are doing some sort of clearing, some sort of, ritual around you and honoring yourself and your strengths, because you can be a little sensitive, Cancer rising. So I'm going to send you so much love and light. Set those new intentions, glow up at this time. Let us know in the comments below if you are changing something about your appearance or changing the way in which you desire to show up in the world. Maybe you're changing the title that you have at work. You're changing your relationship status. You are changing something in your identity, and we'd love to shout you out for it. So let me know in the comments below. I'm going to send you so much love and light. I'll catch you in the next video. Leo risings, this new moon in Cancer is happening in your 12th house. So we're going behind the scenes. We're checking in on seeing what's going on with your mental, emotional, and energetic health. We are checking in on how you are sabotaging yourself. What are you addicted to? How are you escaping things? This new moon in Cancer is going to give you an opportunity to set new intentions of clearing some karma, detoxing some things out of your life that are not serving you anymore. This is a new beginning, a new path for you in your mental health space, in your emotional health, and your energetic health. So maybe you need to do some chakra clearing, some chakra balancing. Maybe you decide at this time you are going to start seeing a therapist. You're going to start seeing a healer of sorts. Maybe you become a healer at this time. Maybe you dive into a new healing modality. You start getting red light therapy, or you go to a homeopathic practitioner. You start working with flower remedies. Like, you decide that there's something about you that wants to change. You want to set a new beginning to feel better in your energetic body, and you're going to start this new habit, and you're going to start moving forward at this time. It's also a beautiful new moon to start projects behind the scenes. So this would be like in your business, creating an app or starting a program, but you haven't launched it yet. You're just kind of going behind the scenes and working on the things that you need to work on, and you will reveal it later. So maybe there's a project or something you need to start doing as well. So beautiful energy. We're going to focus on you. We're going to focus on the people in your life that support and help you at this time feel better, getting rid of any habits or toxic patterns that don't serve you, because in just a few days, we are going to get into Leo sun season. The sun is going to move into your first house. It is all about you. You get to shine bold, shine brighter than ever, be super magnetic. And we want to make sure that all these limiting beliefs, sabotaging habits, and that your energetic body and your emotional health is top notch so you can go out there and shine like the Leo rising that you are. So I'm going to send you so much love and light at this new moon. Let us know in the comments below if there's any kind of habit or addiction you're trying to break so we can support you and shout you out at this time. And I will catch you, Leo Risings, in the next video. Virgo Risings, this new moon is happening in your 11th house. So this is your new moon where we are focusing in on your future. What new intentions do you want to set? What are your hopes? What are your dreams? What are your wishes? This is a beautiful new moon for you to rearrange your vision board, to check in on your vision board, to see how far you've come. Also, if you're wanting to create a new vision board in a new area of your life. So for me, for example, I have my main vision board, which is like all the personal things that I want to accomplish. We have a relationship vision board, my partner and I. That's something that we did way back during 2020 when we were locked in. We thought, how fun would it be to talk about the things that we want to accomplish together as a team? So that's something you could do at this time. Also, maybe creating a vision board for your business, your financial life, or maybe with some friends. So creating a new vision, a new dream, a new intention of where you want to go in the future. And it is also your new moon of the year around your friendship, your community, your tribe. So if you're wanting to call in a new community of people, maybe you are looking for spiritual minded people that love astrology as much as you do, setting that intention. If so, let us know in the comments below so we can be a part of your Astro family and your new moon and your 11th house of friendship tribe. Or maybe you are needing a new friend. Maybe your friend moved away, or maybe someone in your life, has a different hobby or, preference, and you don't align with them anymore. And so now you're needing to call in a new friend, a new safe space. Of course, you have Cancer in your 11th house. And so this means that when it comes to your friendships, your friends have to be like family. It is quality over quantity for you, for sure. You want to be around people that, you can share your emotions with, that you can be gentle and feminine and soft with, people that, allow you to feel your feelings. And these are the best tribes for you, my Virgo risings. So set some intentions at this time. Work with the energy of this new moon. If you get an opportunity to go meet some new people, go take it. You never know how they may become a part of your tribe down the road as you keep moving forward through the rest of the astrological year. So I'm sending you so much love and light, my Virgo risings, and I'll catch you in the next video. Libra risings, I love this new moon for you because it's happening in your 10th house. So this is an opportunity for you to set new intentions, call in new beginnings around your career. And not just your career, but also your reputation, your purpose, your legacy, how you want to be known in the world. What is the title you want to go by? And so this is a beautiful energy at this time. If you're wanting to call in a new profession, a new industry, maybe a new job opportunity, a promotion of sorts, set those intentions and go by your feelings, right? How is this job making you feel? Do you feel not safe in your job right now? That is a big question. Does it feel like you could get fired at any time? Do you go to work and feel completely awful because the toxic environment there? Checking in with your feelings and then setting new intentions in the 10th house area of your life that says, hey, I want a job that's safe, that's stable, that's predictable, or I want a job where I can go and feel alive and feel excited every single day because it's always new. So checking in with your feelings at this time, setting new intentions for promotions, new opportunities, new ways of being seen out in the world. For you, my Libra risings with Cancer in the 10th house, you are meant to be a healer of sorts. You're meant to be a maternal figure to people. You're meant to be a counselor or someone that nurtures someone during their challenges, right? Allows them to fail forward and hold space for people. You are a great listener. You're great at supporting and nourishing someone and nurturing them, especially on their energetic and emotional plane. And so if these are not industries that you're in, it's maybe something to look into. So it could be anything in the domestic area of life. It literally could just be being a housewife, but it could be like a baker, a seamstress, someone that makes someone's home beautiful, like someone who helps redecorate, or an interior designer of sorts. It could also be, like I said, a counselor, a mentor. It could be someone that works in energetic healing arts. anything like that would be so great for you. Set intentions. Let us know in the description box below. If you're trying to manifest a new job, we'd love to shout you out and support you and setting those intentions at the time of this new moon. So I'm sending you so much love and light, my Libra risings. I'll catch you in the next video. Risings, this new moon is happening in your 9th house. So this is your opportunity right now to look at your bucket list, go create your bucket list, and let's start checking some things off. Because the 9th house space is all about our life experiences, our wisdom that we gain by going out into the world, getting our feet wet and trying new things. It is also the area of life that deals with our belief systems, our philosophies, our view on life that we usually gain through going out into the world by hearing stories and listening to other people. It's also the house of higher education. So at this time, if you are trying to call in a mentor, you want to sign up for a new program, you want to learn something, you want to gain some life experience, you want to do an internship of sorts. If you want to travel, this is a beautiful new moon to set intentions or book some travel to foreign lands or foreign countries or to places you've never been. Looking at your bucket list and setting some intentions or making some plans at this time to accomplish some of those things. And of course, Cancer being in your 9th house for you, your family, your traditions, your culture is very important to you. So you could do some things around the time of this new moon to honor some of those traditions. What is your heritage from, right? Learning about those things, or maybe honoring your ancestors in some way in your lineage, with Cancer being your 9th house of home and family and also being foreign lands. So going to do a genealogy study, or maybe talking to your, parents about where they came from. Beautiful energy at this time. Go book some travel plans, Scorpio Risings. Get out there and see the world, live life, gain some wisdom, gain some knowledge, be spontaneous, take a risk at this time, and trust your instincts. See where you want to go and follow that calling. Beautiful energy. I'm going to send you so much love and light. I'll catch you in the next video. Sagittarius Risings, we are going deep at this new moon because it's happening in your 8th house, the taboo house, all the areas of our life that we don't like to discuss, we don't like to think about. You would never talk about it at a dining room table with strangers. So we're talking about your joint finances, the money that you share with your significant other, money you have tied to other people like business partners, investors, the stock market, your debts, your loans, your taxes, your inheritances, your wills. We don't like to talk about any of those things. It also includes your intimate life, like your sex life, your ability to be vulnerable with people. And we're also talking about your psychological fears and traumas and the things that we need to heal in this lifetime. So this new moon is giving you an opportunity to look at those things, set new energetic patterns and motions around these things, set new intentions around these things, create newness around these things. So maybe it's time for you to create a will that you need to do, and it's something you haven't wanted to do. And this new moon is allowing you to process the feelings, Cancer, the feelings, in order to do those things. Or maybe it is looking at your stock portfolio and making some decisions. Maybe it is investing in the stock market for the first time and working through your emotional intelligence of how that makes you feel and saying, you know what, no, I need to do this. It's very important at this time. The sun is highlighting and illuminating during Cancer sun season the taboo area of your life. This is your chance during the astrological year, my Sagittarius risings, where you have to shine a spotlight on these uncomfortable topics. And the new moon is really the opportunity to set that new intention in motion and get these things, moving forward. So maybe there's some changing of financial structure within relationships for you at this time. Maybe you start making more money, and it used to be that your partner was making all the money, and there's something rearranging there. It is a great opportunity for you as well to set a new intention around your intimate life with your partner if you're wanting to try something new. Maybe you've fallen off the wagon for a while with your intimate partners and you're wanting to get back on the wagon and try to be intimate with them again. This is a great opportunity as well to go process some of your deeper psychological fears and traumas. It's a beautiful energy to set intentions around healings, miraculous healings of sorts. So if you have some sort of health condition and you are needing to set an intention of overcoming that, going back to therapy, healing some trauma, all of those things at this time. So my Sagittarius risings, work with this energy, process your feelings around these taboo topics, allow yourself to feel them, share those feelings with other people. I send you so much love and light, and I will catch you in the next video. Capricorn risings, this new moon in Cancer is happening in your 7th house. This is your relationship house. This is your relationship new moon of the year. So for you, you get to look at all the partnerships you have in your life, your romantic partners, your really close, intimate friendships, your business partners, your collaborators, your clients, anyone that you form this bond with, and saying, hey, where do I need some newness? Does there need to be some new energy infused into my romantic partnerships? Do I need to share with them how I'm I'm feeling? Do we need to have an emotional conversation? Do I need to be vulnerable? Do I need to build more safety and trust in my relationships? This may be something very important for you to focus on, Capricorn risings. And I know this isn't always comfortable for you because as a Saturn ruled person, you want to be realistic, you want to be strong, you want to be stable, you want to be very paternal. But at this time of this new moon, we got to get a little vulnerable. We got to go a little deeper into our emotions and allow ourselves to share them with people in our lives. Maybe with clients, you're needing to create and form some sort of trust for them to feel safe to work with you. So maybe you need to work on your marketing and creating that safety to build those bonds with people. Maybe within your friendships, you need to get together and have a heart to heart with them. So it's really, really important for you at this time, Capricorn risings, to look at how you feel within your relationships. Ask yourself if they are nourishing you. Ask yourself if you can be vulnerable with them, and asking yourself if there's something emotional you need to talk about. And maybe you decide that you can't and they aren't nourishing, and you need to set new intentions to call in new relationships. And it's a beautiful opportunity to do that at this time. So let us know in the description box below, are there any relationships in your life that you're trying to call in? We'd love to support you in setting that intention. And don't forget, it is Cancer sun season. So the sun is highlighting and illuminating and shining a spotlight for you specifically during Cancer sun season on your relationships. So give them some energy, give them some of your vitality. And I'm going to send you so much love and light, not only at this new moon, but during this entire season for you. And I'll catch you in the next video. Aquarius risings, this new moon in Cancer is happening in your 6th house. This is your health house. So if you are needing some healing, if you need to feel better in your body, this is the new moon to set those intentions. Because right now, as the new moon is happening in your 6th house, it is your opportunity to set new routines, new daily habits, new ways of moving through your life on a micro scale basis. Meaning, what new supplement routine do you need to start? Maybe you need to go to the doctor and book a new doctor appointment for the first time. Maybe you need to create a new fitness plan. Maybe you need to hire a new personal trainer or a therapist at this time. Maybe it's in your work life. Maybe you're needing to set up a new routine at work. Like instead of working 9 to 5, you decide that you're going to work from noon to 7, or you work on Saturdays, or you take Fridays off. Like something needs to change in your routine. The sun in Cancer during this season is highlighting and illuminating your physical well-being, your overall health, and what habits, what routines need to change in your day-to-day to bring more vitality, to bring more wellness into your life. And this is the new moon where you get to set that in motion, set that intention. Let us know in the comments below if there is an area of your life related to your health and your well-being that you're wanting to change, that you're wanting to move forward in. We'd love to support you in that and set those intentions with you. So honor your body at this time, honoring what you need. And of course, for you Aquarius risings, don't forget, with Cancer in the 6th house, your emotional health, how you feel, is directly correlated to your overall well-being. So where you can change your supplements and your diet and start going to the gym, if you don't process your emotions, Aquarius risings, you're not going to feel well. You have Cancer in this area of your life, so you also need to incorporate a lot of water. It is the element of water in your 6th house for overall vitality. So making sure you stay hydrated, taking some saltwater baths, going to the ocean, going to a river, all these things are going to be very nourishing for you as well. And I'm going to send you so much love and light, Aquarius risings, and I'll catch you in the next video. Pisces risings, this new moon in Cancer is happening in your 5th house, your fun house. So it's a beautiful energy, a beautiful time for you to set new intentions around things that light you up, that bring you joy, that you have fun doing. So check in on this area of your life. Are you having enough fun? Do you have hobbies that you like to do? Is there any creative or passion projects that you've put on the back burner that you need to pick up? Think of your passion projects as things that not necessarily lead to income, but things that you just love to do. Maybe it's something that nourishes your inner child that you used to do when you were a kid, like coloring in a coloring book or roller skating. Or maybe it's something that you just get lost doing, right? Completely timeless. Hours will go by and you've just soothed that creative itch. This is a beautiful energy, new moons, new beginnings, set new intentions, start a new project. Maybe you sign up to go to some concerts or plays or something entertainment-wise, like a comedy show. Putting those on your calendar at this time would be beautiful, even if it's in the future. future, but setting that intention at this new moon. This new moon also rules over your children. So maybe there's something new going on at this time. Maybe you're wanting to set intentions around having children, remembering that you have Cancer in this area of your life. So it's very much about being maternal and being receptive and going with the flow. But yes, there's some new energy here with children as well. That could be your own inner child and nourishing your inner child at this time. So find some time for fun at this new moon. Let us know in the comments below what intentions you're setting at this time. We'd love to support you in that. And I'm sending you so much love and light, Pisces Risings. I'll catch you in the next video.